I speak slowly and clearly so you can listen, repeat, and practice shadowing. Today, we will practice how to describe your day in English. During this practice, we will use real and natural sentences. By the end of this episode, you will be able to speak English using clear and natural sentences. Let's begin. My morning routine. Now, let's first practice a few short morning sentences to warm up together. Then, we'll practice full sentences together. Repeat each one slowly, like shadowing. Follow along with me and shadow with me. Let's begin. I wake up at 7 o'clock. Now you repeat. I feel a little tired. Now you repeat. I stretch my arms. Now you repeat. I get out of bed. Now you repeat. I brush my teeth. Now you repeat. I wash my face. Now you repeat. I make my bed. Now you repeat. I drink a glass of water. Now you repeat. I prepare breakfast. Now you repeat. I eat slowly. Now you repeat. Okay. Now let's shadow a story called Morning Routine. You can listen carefully first, then repeat each sentence with me at the same time or after me. If you like, you can pause after each sentence and say it again slowly. Let's begin. I usually wake up at 7 o'clock and lie in bed for a few minutes. I stretch my arms and yawn a little. Then I get out of bed and walk to the bathroom. I brush my teeth carefully for 2 minutes. I wash my face with cold water to feel awake. Sometimes I take a quick shower if I feel sleepy. After that, I put on clean and comfortable clothes. I go to the kitchen and prepare breakfast, toast, eggs, and fruit. I drink coffee while sitting by the window. Sometimes I listen to birds and enjoy the morning calm. Okay. Now it's your turn. Try to talk about your morning like I did. What do you usually do in the morning? Do you go to work? Do you go to school? Or do you relax? Use short sentences. 3 or 4 lines are enough. The goal is to speak, not to be perfect. Let's begin. In the morning, I usually. First, where I slept. I brush my teeth. For breakfast, I usually. Before, while drinking coffee. My afternoon routine. Now let's move on to the afternoon. Let's start with a few short sentences first, and then we'll shadow full sentences. Repeat slowly after me. Let's begin. I have lunch at 12:30. Now you repeat. I feel a little sleepy. Now you repeat. I check my phone. Now you repeat. I go back to work. Now you repeat. I answer emails. Now you repeat. I attend a meeting. Now you repeat. I take a short break. Now you repeat. I drink tea or water. Now you repeat. I walk outside for fresh air. Now you repeat. I study English if I have time. Now you repeat. Okay. Now I will tell you a short story about my afternoon routine. You can listen, pause, and repeat after me. Try to copy my rhythm and tone. This is a great way to shadow and learn. Let's begin. After lunch, I usually go back to my desk and continue working. I check my emails and reply to the important ones first. Sometimes I have a short meeting with my colleagues. I take a short break around 3 o'clock and drink tea. Sometimes I walk outside to get fresh air. If I have free time, I listen to a podcast or read a short article in English. I repeat phrases out loud to practice speaking. Before finishing work, I write down what I did today. I review my English notes to remember new words. I feel motivated and ready for the rest of the day. Okay. Now it's your turn. Try to talk about your afternoon like I did. What do you usually do after lunch? Do you go to work? Do you go to school? Do you stay at home or relax? Use short sentences. 3 or 4 lines are enough. Let's begin. In the afternoon, I usually. After lunch, I like to. Sometimes I feel like this. Usually, before finishing the afternoon. After work, I. Okay. My evening routine. Now let's move on to the evening. Let's start with a few short sentences first, and then we'll shadow full sentences. Repeat slowly after me. Let's begin. I come home at 6 o'clock. Now you repeat. I take off my shoes. Now you repeat. I rest for a few minutes. Now you repeat. I cook dinner or order food. Now you repeat. I eat dinner with my family. Now you repeat. I wash the dishes. Now you repeat. I read a book or listen to music. Now you repeat. I take a shower. Now you repeat. I brush my teeth. Now you repeat. I go to bed around 10:30. Now you repeat. Okay. Now I will tell you a short story about my evening routine. You can listen, pause, and repeat after me. Try to copy my rhythm and tone. This is a great way to shadow and learn. Let's begin. I usually come home at 6 o'clock in the evening and take off my shoes. I sit down for a few minutes to relax. I cook dinner or order food if I feel tired. I eat with my family and talk about our day. After dinner, I clean the kitchen and wash the dishes. Sometimes I go for a short walk to enjoy the fresh air. Before bed, I read a book or listen to calming music. I take a shower and brush my teeth. I go to bed around 10:30 or 11 o'clock. I reflect on my day and feel proud of what I accomplished. Okay. Now it's your turn. Try to talk about your evening like I did. What do you usually do in the evening? Do you cook? Do you study? Do you watch a movie at home or just relax? Use short sentences. 3 or 4 lines are enough. The goal is to speak, not to be perfect. Let's begin. In the evening, I usually. While I am cooking. I with my family. Before the evening ends. Before going to bed, I usually. Okay. Congratulations on today's practice. In this video, you listened to a full daily routine. You heard new words. You tried to speak in English by repeating short and long sentences. This is a big step. You are not just learning English. You are using English and making a sentence every time. Come back to this video often. Listen again. Shadow again. One day, you will see that speaking is no longer difficult. It will simply become a natural habit. Now it's your turn. Write to me in the comments. Which part was the hardest for you? Morning, afternoon, or evening? Which sentence made you think or felt difficult? If you like, write one sentence about your daily routine in the comments. It can be short, It can be simple. The important thing is that it's your own sentence. This channel is English Unleashed Academy. I'm Mark, and I am proud of the effort you showed today. Keep listening. Keep speaking. And keep believing in yourself. See you next time.